Just ahead on CTV News, state police investigate a fatal hit and run in the county. And
coming up, a historic hospital campus in Anne Arundel County gets new life. We'll take you to the ribbon cutting that brings nonprofits together.
Those stories and more on CTV News, starting now.
Good evening. This is CTV News for August 4th. I'm Jonathan Hunter.
And I'm Katara Jones. Thanks for joining us.
County police are investigating two separate carjacking incidents that happened in Prince George's yesterday. Officers responded to the 6100 block of Halstead Avenue at noon after someone reported their car stolen. About 30 minutes later, officers were dispatched to the 6800 block of Winley Road after an attempted carjacking involving stolen property. The victim in this case sustained minor injuries and received treatment at the scene.
Maryland State Police are asking for the public's assistance in tracking down a hit-and-run driver. The incident happened last Friday just before 6:30 in the morning on Route 202 at Wood Branch Road in Upper Marlboro. The deceased pedestrian is 43-year-old Leroy Wedge of Upper Marlboro. Investigators say Wedge was attempting to cross the road when he was hit. The striking vehicle is believed to be a 2012 to 2014 GMC Terran or Chevy Equinox. Anyone with information on this incident is asked to call 301-345-3101. A historic hospital campus in Anne Arundel County is getting new life.
Our Michaela Newton was in Anne Arundel County this morning for a ribbon cutting of the brand new nonprofit center.
2, 1, boom.
Anne Arundel County Executive Stuart Pittman joined federal, state, and local leaders for the official ribbon cutting of the new nonprofit center at Crownsville Hospital Memorial Park.
We were able to secure $3 million in federal funds for this project, which transforms part of what was the notorious Crownsville Hospital complex into a place of hope.
The newly renovated facility will offer office space for nonprofit organizations across the county like Sapphire Rise, NAMI, and One Annapolis.
We needed to have space for nonprofits, and so we requested some earmarked dollars to do the renovation back in 2022. That was awarded in 23, and we started the renovation last year.
Once a place of confinement, now a place for connection. The Crownsville Hospital campus is entering a new chapter. But the history of the site hasn't always been a pretty one. Formerly known as the Crownsville Hospital for the Negro Insane, the facility housed African-American patients separately from whites and sent them unpaid to work on nearby farms when white owners were called to serve.
Family members, church members, community members all worked here or died here. And so I really feel a sense of purpose and love being here.
And today, this long-awaited step for some is just the beginning of many more to come.
It took about 8 months to complete after a year of planning. So 4 years, and we're finally here.
In Crownsville, Michaela Newton, CTV News.
And officials tell us that Anne Arundel County residents can expect more things coming to the area like trails. They also told us a memorial is expected in the next coming weeks.
Governor Wes Moore announces new judicial appointments for Prince George's and Harford counties. Here in Prince George's, the governor appointed 2 people to the circuit court and 2 people to the district court. The Honorable Stacy Cobb Smith and the Honorable Danaka Warner Lewis have now joined the circuit court. Moore also appointed Sherry Waldrop and Melissa Price to the district court. In Harford County, Donald Walter Jr. was appointed to the district court.
The U.S. Department of Education has released previously withheld education funding to Maryland. This comes after Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown joined a coalition filing a lawsuit challenging the Trump administration's decision to freeze the funding for 6 long-standing U.S. Department of Education programs. Maryland and other states have used this funding to help English learners promote effective classroom instruction, improve school conditions, and the use of technology and learning spaces. The release of the funds restores hundreds of millions of dollars to essential programs that meet a wide variety of learning needs. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Jonathan Hunter.
And I'm Katara Jones. Still to come, a nationwide campaign is helping pets find their forever home.
Find out who and how you can get involved this summer. We're going to be back in a moment.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. This puts them at increased risk for type 2 diabetes, heart attack, and kidney disease. The good news? Pre-diabetes can be reversed. Follow along with this 1-minute risk test to learn your risk for pre-diabetes. Are you over 40? That's 1 point. Over 50? That's another. Over 60? Add 1 more. If you're a man, give yourself a point. Family history of diabetes? Add a point. Have high blood pressure? Add another. Not physically active? That's a point. Are you slightly overweight? That's 1 point. Pretty overweight? That's 2. Very overweight? That's 3. A score of 5 or more means you likely have pre-diabetes, so talk with your doctor. Learn how you can change the outcome at doihaveprediabetes.org.
What does a life after service look like? Kicking back? Taking it easy? We believe it looks a little different. It looks like leading for all veterans, helping shape policies to make certain they get the benefits they've earned, and ensuring every veteran's voice is heard. It looks like advancing to meet today's veterans where they are, lifting them up, and strengthening the bond that unites us. It looks like rolling up our sleeves, serving those in need, and cleaning up our communities to make them better for everyone. Because a veteran's mission never truly ends, and neither does ours. The VFW, still leading, still advancing, still serving. Get involved at stillserving.org.
Welcome back. Prince George's police are investigating a fatal shooting from over the weekend. The victim is 41-year-old Demetrius Moore. Police were called to the 200 block of Harry S. Truman Drive last Friday, August 1st, just before 5 p.m. When officers arrived, they found Moore suffering from gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead on the scene. Police are working to determine a suspect and motive in this case. Anyone with information is asked to contact Crime Solvers at 1-866-411-TIPS.
A new report shows D.C. and Maryland have ranked among the top states for early education U.S. systems in the country. Wallet Hub's report ranked Maryland number 1 due to the spike in preschool enrollment and safety. D.C. ranked number 2 for the best early education system due to having the highest enrollment of 3 and 4-year-olds in pre-K and Head Start programs. Wallet Hub also says D.C. ranked high because they spend the most money per child enrolled in school.
With summer in full swing, many children are encouraged to spend their days outdoors, playing, exploring, or just joining sports teams. But for some kids, health conditions have those activities difficult or even dangerous.
That's right, and CTV's Sierra Jackson spoke with one student living with asthma who is using her passion for reading to promote community-powered literacy.
I couldn't go outside a lot of the time, so reading was actually my comfort. I would read a lot indoors.
Meet 17-year-old Avani Bonzal, or as friends call her, Tara. She's the founder of a nonprofit whose goal is to make libraries free of requirements.
So our libraries are completely free to use. You can get a book whenever you want. You can return the book whenever you want. There are no membership requirements, and you also don't have to return the same book. We kind of do a book rotation where you can take a book but then return a different book. So there are no logistical issues towards accessing books.
Tara began the nonprofit as part of a Girl Scouts program. Now, Everyone's Library has over 20 locations across the DMV.
Everyone's Library is not only centered on serving the community, but also designed with environmental sustainability in mind.
I think people could help by just donating their resources. We do involve the community to get our books. We do a sustainable and recyclable model. So we get books from the community and then we reuse these books and make sure that they're all in great condition for our library. So I think that's a really great way to get involved.
This location was made possible through a partnership between Tara and Dr. Southern, the principal of Lake Arbor Elementary School.
I spoke a lot with her about logistically planning how to install this library and also how to get the word out to all the school's students so they knew that they have this library and this resource to use.
The concept of the library was a big important one for me. I too was an indoor kid who didn't go outside a lot and spent my time in books, going to libraries, going to bookstores with my mom. And so having the concept of a public library that is accessible, that is on the school property, that is also free, was an immediate draw for me.
What's next for Everyone's Library?
My goal is to have one library in every state. So right now we have 21 U.S. chapters, but I would like to get 50 just so we can get one library in every state and kind of reach a broader scope. And then once that happens, even expanding past the country and the U.S. would also be an amazing goal.
Sierra Jackson, CTV News.
Thanks, Sierra. For more information or to donate to Everyone's Library, visit their website at everyone'slibrary.org.
The Prince George's County Animal Services Facility and Adoption Center has joined NBC4's Clear the Shelters pet adoption and donation campaign. The annual program runs through the month of August with extended fundraising efforts until September 15th. Since its start in 2015, the nationwide campaign has led to nearly 1.2 million adoptions and has raised more than $5 million.
But these sort of events, they can really help us because this might be a month where maybe we adopt out 200 or 250 animals. And during this event, we can get to 350 animals or 400 animals because we're getting that national exposure and people finding out, oh, hey, there's a Clear the Shelters event. Oh, where's my local shelter? And please start by going there. You know, if you're here in Prince George's County or you're in the area, please come see us. But also think about your own local public shelter. You know, it's great for us to make sure we're helping our communities.
For more details about Clear the Shelters or information on local events, visit cleartheshelters.com.
The Maryland Department of the Environment has revoked 1,400 lead paint certificates across the state. This means anybody who lives at those rental properties has to have their units re-inspected. This is because the inspector failed to comply with workplace standards. MDE says at least 3 children tested positive for elevated levels at affected properties. Both property owners and tenants have been notified by mail. The high-speed maglev train will not be coming to Maryland. The Federal Railroad Administration determined the multi-billion-dollar investment was no longer feasible. The U.S. Department of Transportation estimated the project will cost nearly $20 billion to build. U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said the project lacks everything needed to be a success, including planning to execution. The train would have connected Baltimore and Washington, D.C. This decision comes after Governor Moore visited Japan and expressed his support for the project.
38-year-old Catherine Hogle has been re-indicted on murder charges for the connection with the disappearance of her children. Byron Scott is in Rockville at what was supposed to be a bond hearing.
Catherine Hogle, it was a case that shocked the region. It was September of 2014. She had reported her 2 kids missing, 3-year-old Sarah and 2-year-old Jacob. She told investigators that she dropped them off at a daycare center, but that account was never verified, and the search for the 2 kids continued. Catherine Hogle was initially charged with child neglect, parental child abduction, and obstructing an investigation. She was repeatedly found incompetent to stand trial. Then in September 2014, the children still missing. She was indicted on 2 counts of murder. In November of 2022, a judge dismissed the murder charges. Under Maryland law, authorities have 5 years to restore a defendant to competency before felony charges must be dropped. Hochul, who had been committed to a psychiatric hospital in Howard County, was discharged nearly 2 weeks ago and was arrested last Friday in Kent County. A bond hearing was scheduled for today but was postponed. Here is her attorney.
These are the exact same charges that were dismissed in 2022. I don't think there is any new evidence. There has been no change in Catherine's condition. My understanding is that when she was arrested at gunpoint, she was still under a civil commitment, as she has been since 2022. I was not contacted about any indictment or any arrest warrant. I contacted the state's attorney on 4 occasions on Friday. I did not receive the courtesy of a response. Somehow the state's attorney's office was able to send out a press release that all of you got, knowing that the case was set for today at 1:30 when it wasn't on the public docket.
The bond hearing is scheduled for tomorrow. In Rockville, Byron Scott, CTV News.
And still to come on CTV News, a new restaurant in the county got a VIP visit today.
Find out who stopped by for a treat after the break.
Most hiring algorithms would scream me out.
Some bosses couldn't see me as a leader.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper. I've been running code as long as I've been able to reach a keyboard.
This is what I do. It's second nature for me, coordinating 100 details at once.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
I sold them on my skills.
You gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
My magic is
analytics and empathy. That's how I'm getting clients. You have to have the confidence in yourself to show up and defy the odds.
I am more than who I am on paper.
I never got a college degree. And today, I'm the CEO of my own company. People want to tell me I'm one in a million, when actually I'm one of millions. Stars are all around us. It's time for them to shine.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time Shiro to all of us. You nurture, we listen. You teach, we thrive. You lift our spirits, but we've got to lay down the truth. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. A free online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Start saving more for retirement so you can feel prepared and live your life to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
Welcome back. Prince George's County Executive Aisha Braveboy stopped by Chunky and Bob's today to celebrate the restaurant's 1-month anniversary and Landover. We first introduced you to the Philadelphia-style restaurant last week. Braveboy wanted to congratulate the owner for opening a locally owned business right here in Prince George's County. Braveboy says she not only wants to see the restaurant do well locally, she would like to see that restaurant expand.
You don't have to have a national name in order to be patronized, and the goal really is to make Chunky and Bob's a household national name too. So let them start here in Prince George's County, build a great clientele here, expand throughout the region, and then go national.
That food looked too good. While the county executive was excited to eat some of the cheesesteaks, she said she was eager to eat some of those onion rings.
Well, if you're stressed about the cost of groceries, you're not alone. I know Poe finds the cost of groceries are a major source of stress for half of the U.S. According to the Associated Press Nordic Center for Public Affairs Research, as the price of groceries continue to rise, many people are concerned about President Trump's tariffs. The survey also found 4 in 10 Americans under the age of 45 use what is called pay now, pay later services for entertainment and meals.
And don't move, Simon Buggs is here with our Monday sports page.
That's right, and I hear he's giving us major updates from the NFL playbook.
Hey everyone, and coming up on your Monday sports page, Commanders rookie Josh Connerly touches on the impact his teammates have had on him. Stay tuned.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Okay, everybody, we begin your Monday sports page with some college football news as we are just a couple weeks away, Terps fans, from the start of the team season. And offensive coordinator Pep Hamilton is doing everything he can during the team's training camp to make sure that his unit is as explosive as they can be to keep up with the high-scoring pace of college football. And in order to do that, Hamilton wants his squad to play a clean brand of football.
Let's play smart football. You know, you go back and look at the games that they played last year, the games that didn't work out the way that we hoped they would work out. And if you really audit those games, you'll see that it was never a matter of having inferior talent. That was never the case. It was always just a situation in which, you know, in certain moments in the game, you know, we needed guys to not only make plays, but just have the discipline to not, you know, create situations in which it was detrimental to the team. And so we're going into this camp with the mentality that we're going to be tough, smart, reliable.
Maryland will take the field against Florida Atlantic for the season opener on August 30th. And in Commanders news, my team has made some major changes along the O-line, one of them being rookie Josh Connerly, who was drafted by the team back in April. Now, being a rookie is tough, as adjusting to play at the NFL level is no small task due to guys being bigger, stronger, and faster. And the Oregon product says he's grateful to his teammates on the O-line for the help they've given him.
I feel like there's nobody I'm more thankful for except for those guys, you know what I mean? Because I feel like they've been there for me since the moment I walked into the room. And I feel like they give me stuff after every rep, you know what I mean? I feel like there's just a little tweak of something that they think I can do better, and I just take it around with it, like I said.
Connerly and the rest of the team will suit up for their first preseason game against the New England Patriots on Friday. Meantime, the Washington Mystics fell to 13-15 after losing to the Atlanta Dream 99-83. The team will take the court against Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky next tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And switching gears to news from the Diamond, the Baltimore Orioles will match up against the Philadelphia Phillies tonight at 6:45. And the Washington Nationals got routed by the Milwaukee Brewers yesterday, 14-3. This is the Nats' 5th loss in a row, and they will attempt to break their losing streak when they take on the Oakland Athletics tomorrow at 6:45. And that wraps up your Monday sports page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
Thanks, Simon. Let's get a look at our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight, it's going to be some clouds out with calm winds. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy with a high of 85. Wednesday will be also mostly cloudy, but we have a 20% chance of rain after 2 p.m. Thursday will be partly sunny with a high of 82 and a low of 66.
And for our community calendar, tomorrow afternoon from 6 to 8, the city of Bowie is hosting its National Night Out at Allen Pond Park. The annual community building campaign promotes police community partnerships and neighborhood camaraderie to foster safer, more caring places to live and work. This 2-hour event will feature food, entertainment, and prizes. For more information, contact Corporal Janet at 240-544-5758. And that wraps up CTV News for now. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.